the Supergirl movie featuring Mila Ocock, who's our actress in House of the Dragon, at least for the first season, right? Anyway, she's shown an impressive art ready for battle with Brainiac. We're going to discuss who the villain is, who is the villain of Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, which is just Supergirl now. Let's go. A Supergirl fan poster pits Supergirl against one of her more classic villains, Brainiac. Brainiac is that E.T., you know, that super intelligent alien. His whole thing is to be the smartest, to possess all knowledge of the universe. And what does he do? He shrinks the planets. He doesn't completely destroy them. He even destroys some, but he also keeps others, you know, in miniature form, shrinks them, puts them in a bottle. At least in one of the adaptations, right? And look at that. How interesting, huh? There's this basic art here. Obviously, it's not official. It's fan-made. We've got Brainiac in the back, and we have Supergirl, who really looks like Mila Ocock. And we have here, the famous little bottle, right? The miniature here, which can be, for example, Krypton, right? There are adaptations that he keeps the knowledge of Krypton here. Now, what is the chance of having the villain Brainiac? What's the chance? Well, they're in the Supergirl story, you know, the classic one. What happens, right? In the story, she and Clark, you know, Superman anyway, they're like, before Krypton explodes, they're sent on his little ships to Earth, right? Kal-El, right? Kal-El, who I was remembering the name Kal-El, right? Anyway, Supergirl, Kal-El, anyway, are sent here to Earth. So what happens? My Krypton is bad, isn't it? It has to be improved. But anyway, they're sent on the ship to Earth. But what happens? Supergirl, that's Kara, right? Kara and Kal-El are sent to Earth. Kara, she's originally older than Kal-El, so her role is to take care of Kal-El. But what happens? There's a problem with her ship and she doesn't arrive. So Superman, Kal-El, there's the whole Clark story. He's adopted there in Smallville and everything. And then when Kara arrives, he's already older, even seems older than her, right? Visually, right? So what happens? He doesn't need her anymore, does he? Let's say not in that way of caring, let's say. So she gets kind of lost. And I'll say more, when she arrives on Earth, what is she? She's in Superman's shadow, right? It's all about Superman, not her, right? She's half pissed off, half lost and all that. And then she starts traveling through space. And then who does she meet? She meets Ruti Mary. And this Ruti, what happens? She has her father murdered. And so what does she hire Supergirl for? To avenge her father. Who was her father's killer? It's the Crane of the Yellow Hills, right? That you might not know, right? He's not that famous. But what happens then? The big villain of the story is actually like, she's struggling with her feelings, with this hatred, right? With this search. In this case, she's going to be hired to seek revenge, right? There's a lot of hatred there and everything else. So the villain actually in the story is the struggle for her identity, to regain the meaning of her life, her mission, the purpose of her life, right? So I don't know if there's going to be, it's Brainy here, it's Lex Luthor and all that. I don't know if there's really going to be this villain, right? I think it's much more this discussion. But comment below. I want to hear from you. I believe that even the name change has to do with this issue of changing her pen, right? From replacing Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow to just Supergirl. I think it has something to do with that, but comment below. We have really, 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 really different news, right? Here, right? Well, let's put it this way, really relevant, right? We know that the Superman movie was originally called Superman Legacy, but now it's changed to just Superman. The same thing happened with Supergirl, right? It was Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, but now it's just Supergirl. We were wondering about the script because Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow is based on Tom King and Bilquis Evely's comics, right? Tom King and Bilquis Evely. But now it might be based on them, but the official name is just Supergirl. So, I mean, I don't know if they're simplifying it or they're trying not to get too caught up in the story because you know how fans are, right? As simple as that. or they're trying not to tie it too closely to the story because you know how it is with fans, right? There will be those hardcore fans who want it to be a copy and paste of the comic story, and there are people who like that creative freedom to change it a little, adapt it to media. After all, comics are different from TV, which is different from animation, which is different from a scripted film, right? So it's good to have that creative freedom, in my opinion. And the question is, we already have a screenwriter, we almost have a director, we have the actress, right? So according to James Gunn, if you have all that, you can start recording, right? You can start recording. So comment below what you think. Millie Alcock will portray Supergirl in Superman Legacy, which is now Superman, meaning Supergirl will appear in the Superman movie before her own movie, because the Superman movie is what will premiere first, starting everything. If we look at it quickly, Superman will debut. Let's get the date right here so we don't speak incorrectly. I'll put Legacy just to not confuse. Here, Google will know it's a date. Behold, July 10th of 2025 is coming. And the question is, will Supergirl appear? Because what happens is James Gunn himself said he does not cast. He doesn't announce the cast before the film already has a director, has a screenwriter, and all the rest. What happened is we saw it. I broke the news that Craig here, I call him Craig because he's a partner. Craig Gillespie from Cruella, for example, from the movie Easy Money, Tanya, and everything else, he's not confirmed, but he's almost there. Confirmed because after it went through the royalty reporter, it's practically confirmed anyway. He announced Supergirl before the director, so he went back on his own word, but maybe not. Because if she appears in the Superman movie, all of a sudden in the post credits, which is what I think will happen, let us know below what you think. So he kept his word because the Superman Legacy, which is now Superman, already had a director. So it's correct, it's confirmed, so it could be. But let's see. The rumors of the character appearing in the Superman movie surfaced after the deadline, which broke the news that Millie would be the new Supergirl, right? So they claimed that she would appear in the franchise sooner. Okay, let's continue. On the Omelette site here, James Gunn doesn't guarantee that his Superman Legacy, which is now Superman, is the same as old Twitter. Got it. It is former. Okay, anyway, James Gunn doesn't guarantee that his Superman Legacy will feature the first appearance of Marvel's Supergirl. However, a specialized website in the United States, The New Yorker, has previously reported that the actress would make her debut in Superman. But what did James Gunn say? Here we are on the CBR website. When questioned by an enthusiast, a DC fan, about when Supergirl would appear, James Gunn said, quote unquote, "I never said she was in the movie." He didn't say she would be, but he didn't deny it either. Hey, James Gunn. Hey, everyone. Do you think that the appearance of Supergirl at the end of the movie, remembering that James Gunn was part of it, helped build the MCU? He's used to post-credits, so a post-credit linking to the Supergirl movie at the end of Superman is perfect, but I want to know your opinion. Remember to subscribe to the channel and hit the like button so you don't miss anything. I'm here 1, 2, 3 times a day, updating you, informing you, cheering you up, okay? If this project grows, I'll bring you more videos, but only with your help. You have to subscribe, hit the like button, and leave a comment, okay? The Supergirl movie in the DCU might have Craig Gillespie as director or a difficult name. I'll call him Greg, all right? Who is Greg? Who is Greg? Let's go. Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, is still looking for a director, and it appears Greg is one of the options to take on the project. In other words, he's almost there. He's in negotiations. I'm here on the website also of the Rollywood Reporter, which is a source, so it came out here and it's pretty much official. Check this out. DC gets Greg, a tested and proven director known for putting a grounded, more elegant touch to projects like Disney's Cruella, the skating drama Why, Tony in Palm, Anthony, which is from television, and also The Dump Money from GameStop. Who is Greg? Here's Greg. What were the last films he did? Easy Money, right? Easy Money 2023, Cruella 2021, also had Cruella 2. It's right there with Emma Stone. The I, Tony, is that Save Deception is with Michael Robb, isn't it? I, Tony, I think it's with Michael Robb. I saw Cruella. I liked it a lot. I also saw Easy Money. I liked it a lot, but I'm unfamiliar with the longtime director, right? Comment below if you think he's a good choice. He is the director, right? He is being discussed as the director, but who is the screenwriter? The screenwriter is Ana Nogueira. It had already been announced. She was indeed confirmed and wrote the script. Who is she? I remember her from the Vampire Diaries. I researched her, but I also learned from Rapadura's website that she also worked on the Michael J. Fox show, which is pretty cool, kind of a documentary. And The Blacklist, it recently ended with a quite disappointing finale. But man, The Blacklist had 450 seasons. It was very, very, very cool. And it's good to know that she's one of the writers. Remembering series is a different game, right? There's the showrunner, but depending on the episode or the season, there are multiple writers. But it's very good to know that she was involved. The Arrowverse actress comments on the new Supergirl. We have here, gosh, who hasn't seen it? Who hasn't seen it? The Supergirl series and those wonderful CW crossovers where she appeared with the Flash, she appeared with the Green Arrow. Gosh, good times there in the Arrowverse. In fact, it was the Arrowverse that made all this possible, right? With the money, with a little budget, spare change from the CW, they managed to pull off miracles. They brought Arrow, they brought Flash with great gusts, they brought Supergirl, and so many other series that we like, right? But anyway, when talking to Scree Ranch to promote her next series on Max, the old HBO Max, The Girls on the Bus, what is it going to be? A travel series? Anyway, the girls on the bus, Melissa Benoit, also talked about the new Supergirl. Let's see what she had to say. I personally believe every single one of her interactions is valuable for young women to see, and I hope that in every version of her as Supergirl, someone sees themselves in her. Look how interesting. Remembering that I think there was even a date here. She started in 2015, the Supergirl series. Let's see here. Supergirl CW series. Let's see here. 6 seasons. So 2015, we're going to take 1 season a year. So 2015 through 2021. Was that it? Sort of, probably. And then we also have, lo and behold, the star of the original Supergirl, Ellen Slater, reacts to the cast. And it's cool that she made a really cool post here with all the Supergirls. Let's take a look here. Following the announcement of the casting of Alcock, the star of the original Supergirl movie, Ellen Slater shared her response with a post on Instagram. Let's look at this collage here. It's very interesting. Look, we have Ellen Slater, cool Mila Alcock. She has this little face that, you know, kind of a mean girl, right? Mean girl. For the first movie, she's going to seek revenge, or she's going to borrow someone else's revenge. She's a bit of a naughty one, right? That will fit the role well. This one is the most Supergirlish. It looks like the most like good one. I was going to talk about Keanu Reeves, who hates the Sonic News. No, it's the, what do you call there? Christopher Reeve. It's Christopher Reeve, only Supergirl, right? Which is the same air of naivety, like of good square. This one makes you want to be her friend. This one is just a grumpy friend, right? And we have Sasha K. What the hell, unfortunately, what a blunder, right? If only the Flash had worked, right? She had the Woman of Tomorrow movie. Who was going to do it? Her, right? In the old DCU of our dear Zack Snyder. And we have Laura Vandervoort, who also did Supergirl, right? I think it was in a series, right? Let's see here. Laura Vandervoort, Supergirl Laura. Let's see here. Laura Vandervoort. No, where is it? Laura Van, how do you spell it there? Laura Vander. Oh, I found it here. Laura Vandervoort, I just remembered too. Damn Smallville. hey head, right? But look at her here. So she's Supergirl from Smallville. Really cool. Who remembered that one? Who remembered that one? Well, so here, 40 years of Supergirl. Very cool, beautiful, different women, right? And the standard, right? Blonde, light-eyed blonde. It was broken here, but they're back, right? James Gunn also wants to go back to his classic origins, right? Anyway, I don't see a problem with that as long as the story is very good. But I want to know your opinion. Remember to subscribe to the channel and hit the like button so you don't miss anything. I'm here 1, 2, 3 times a day, updating you, informing you, cheering you up, okay? If this project grows, I'll bring you more videos, but only with your help. You have to subscribe, hit the like button, and leave a comment, okay? The next video is showing up here now. It makes perfect sense for you to watch it. I'll see you in the next video later.